everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura. This is my little corner where I love to sit down and discuss all things knitting and crochet. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you are new here, and welcome back returning subscribers. So it's been a little bit since I sat down with you and made a podcast, but I figured, it was getting time. I miss having these little talks where I sit down and show you what I'm working on and a little bit how I make my things. So yeah, how is your October going? It's hard for me to believe that we're already in October. Wow. But the weather here in Illinois is just fantastic. We are having temperatures that are in the 70s. And we've had some 80-degree temperatures as well. It's sunny like today, and I am just really enjoying that. So, yeah, I'm back in my favorite spot this time. So, welcome everyone. So I have a few things to share with you this week. I have a couple of finished objects and a couple of whips I've got going on and an acquisition that I'm thinking about starting. So let's get into it. All right. The first finished object, you may have seen this on my YouTube shorts. I had, just hold on. My apologies for that. That was our package delivery man. So I had to go get up to answer that call. All right, where was I? Yes. Okay, the first finished object you have probably seen from my YouTube shorts. This was a 7-day, it took me 7 days to complete. This was a crochet along that Cinnamon Stitches and Llama Mama Kayla is hosting. They have decided to extend it through the month of October. It is called the Big Ball Crochet Along, where you take jumbo balls of yarn. I've got some more jumbo balls here that I had purchased because I've got a project for this. Yeah, they're hosting a big ball crochet along where you take those huge skeins, anything from 14 ounce on up, just big balls, and try to see what you can get finished. Now, at first she was doing it for 6 days, so I'm just sitting here crocheting away, trying to finish this here. And, and I injured my shoulder in the process. I was trying to hurry up and get it done, but I did complete it. But this pattern works up fast, very fast. Now this, and I will stand up for you in just a moment. This is called the Cardi, and I made mine long sleeved. Now Kelly over at Craft and a Cuppa has this pattern for the Cardi. On my last podcast, you have seen that I had done one that is kind of like a golden yellow. It was a short sleeve crop top. Well, this one is a long sleeve, long duster, and I'll stand up. And I'm also going to put the camera back. So I'm going to just hold on for that. Sorry for the weird noise. Okay. I still can't see the bottom, but it's all the way down to almost my knees, and I have not washed this yet. And I know that it's going to stretch, and I have made the arms long, so they may end up, a little bit down here, which is fine with me. But here's the pattern. It's very, very simple to do, So if you would like to learn how to make this pattern for the Cardi, head over to see Kelly at Craft and a Cuppa. For the crochet along, head over to Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches, and she'll give you, she'll let you know what's going on over there. She talked about it on her video today, and today is Tuesday, by the way. but you probably won't be seeing this till Thursday, maybe Friday. So we're going to have a lengthy podcast today, a little bit, I think. Okay, so there that is. I love the stitch pattern on this. It's very, very pretty. It's very, very fast to work up. 6 days. Now, what yarn did I use for this? What hook size? Okay. All right. Hook size that I used for this was a 6mm. This is my new little special treat I got myself. I splurged and got myself an Omi crochet hook. Now, I am not affiliated with them or anything. I'm not affiliated with anything. Anything I mention here on my channel, yarn or anything, I'm not sponsored or affiliated with or anything like that. I just love showing you all what I'm making and doing. But this is my Omi crochet hook, size 6mm, and that's what I used to make this here. Now, it took me, and this is the same type of yarn I used. It took me 2 big balls of the Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo, and I used the colorway. This is Orchid. This is in Orchid. It's just something I had in my stash for almost a year, and I really didn't know what to do with it, and I liked the color because I like purples. They're my favorite. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with that yarn? Well, I'll just put it away. You know, I also have a couple more big balls of yellow, pale yellow. Some of that I had used for that yellow sweater that I made a few podcasts ago, and I have a lot of that left. So yeah, 2 of those big 14-ounce jumbo balls. And I had just a little ball left over. And yeah, 6 days. So this was wonderful. And it's perfect now because we're having cooler temperatures, but not too cool. It's still nice enough, you know, to get outside and enjoy the day. It's beautiful sunshine today. Just beautiful. So anyway, that's my first finished objects. Hope you make one of these because it's really fast. If you're looking for a fast cardigan and you can crochet, these are pretty quick. I'm not a super whiz fast at crochet. I'm going to put this back a little. There. I'm not a super whiz that's fast at crochet. I'm a fairly quick crocheter. But anyway, that's that. Now, for my next finished object, I'm going to give another shout out. I got myself a pair of socks made. Ooh, ooh, ooh. These are crocheted socks using the single crochet. And then I done my own little heel here. And then when I did the cuff, I just did the front loop and then the back loop and the front loop and the back loop. So these are wonderful little pair of socks that I just took some sock yarn out of my stash and just went ahead and crocheted. Now, got the idea to make some socks and went along with her pattern. Okay, Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet has tutorials out for 2 at a time knitted socks and the crocheted socks with the slip stitch heel. Very, very, very easy to do if you've never made a pair of socks before and are feeling really intimidated by it and can crochet. Check her out at Distinctive Crochet. Hello, Priscilla. So anyway, I love these. Now, this is not the slip stitch heel for these. I have made my own little heel, and I did a little bit different. I just done the regular single crochet, but I went down the row below, kind of, let's see, sort of in between those 2 loops. It's called the mock knit stitch, which gave it a little bit thicker of pattern, a little bit thicker of a heel, so it wouldn't wear so easy. But yeah, I just love these. And you know what? This only took me 3 days. Only took me 3 days to make these socks. Oh yes, I love crochet. How I love crochet. I'm a knitter too, but I'm much faster at crochet. So I did that mock knit stitch, and then I just decreased till I got about 6 stitches, and then cut my yarn and then added on the new yarn down here. Now there's a little bit of gapping, and I could have done a little bit better right there when I was bringing in the new yarn and going around for the leg. And these are toe up. These are toe up, by the way. Priscilla made hers toe up. Here I could use a little bit more. It's a little bit of a gap there. I need to practice a little bit more with that, which I'm going to, because this encouraged me to make more socks. I used a number 4 crochet hook, and then I used a 2.5 for the rib up here. Okay, yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you, Priscilla, for making that tutorial. Much better than my sock tutorials, by all means. I'm still a fairly newbie at making tutorials, but that's all right. That's okay. All right, so those are my finished objects this week, and now I'm going to get into works in progress. All right, and what do I have going on? Well, the first thing you will recognize if you're a regular viewer, you will know I've been working on this one for a little time. And I got the sleeve going, and I told you in the last podcast that I would show you that I was going to add, I was telling you how I was going to add stitches here. Now, these are not holes right here. This is the pattern. This is the raglan increase here you see. But look at the underarm this time. Much, much improvement. I added 5 stitches in here. So it would be, wouldn't have those little holes and gaps that you will sometimes get for knitting sweaters in the round. You know how it is when you're making, well, maybe you do. If you're a knitter and you do top-down sweaters, usually under the arm is where you get them little holes right at each side. But just put in extra stitches, and you can even go down, pick that yarn up a row under, okay? A row below is what I'm trying to say. And it will make a much nicer and neater appearance. Yes, I'm very well pleased with that. That turned out very well under the arm. No gaps. No gaps. I have not been diligently working on this because, like I say, I did this, and that took, that just wore me out, and then I couldn't do anything yesterday. I had to rest my shoulder, but yeah, I am now picking this back up. It's cute with its short sleeve. I've got the body not done yet. If I stopped now, it would be a very short crop top, but I want to keep going. I want to put on another 4 inches on the body and then the bottom ribbing. I really like this. I really do. I'm hoping to have it done in a couple weeks. Well, at least by the end of November. No, not November. Goodness. By the end of October, I would like to have this finished. So there that is. Now, the yarn, I'm using a size US 7 for the body and for the sleeve. And this is my second ball of James C. Brett yarn. These are 601 yards, everyone. And like I say, it's got this fuzziness to it, but yet the yarn is very fine. It's very light. I love these colors. It's so autumnal. Is that how you say that? Autumnal? Autumny? That's a new word. Autumny. No, we won't say that. Nice autumn shades. And you can find this over at Wool Warehouse for, what's the price? $4.99 or $5.99? Oh, I always forget the price. But I'll put their company down in my description. No, I'm not affiliated with them or sponsored by them. I'd like to be. I really would like to be. Then I could just show you all the new yarns, the delicious new yarns, or the different types of yarns. And so, yeah. But there that is. That is 601 yards. And all this with one ball. All this with one ball. I've only done just this little sleeve with this second ball. So I will definitely have enough of this here to finish the sleeve and the next sleeve. I might not even get into ball number 3, but that's a very thrifty yarn, you know, because it goes a long way. Crochet wise, you need a little bit more. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. Number US 7 knit and needle. This was the lace raglan that I come up with. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has this here pattern for that. But it's just my own self-drafted pattern. The ribbing is a 1x1. And the ribbing was done on a size US 5 knitting needle. So there is that, my progress on that. Now, I have finally got some progress going on with the pink sweater that you saw last time. I love this, love this, love this. 3 times, love it. Okay, and I am just going to make myself a 5-piece cardigan with this. Loving this, how soft this is. It's beautiful. And I just done I did something different with the band. I done a knit every row. My mind just slipped as to what it's called. Knit every row. Goodness sakes. And then this is in a 1x1 rib. No, I'm not a brioche person. Yet, anyway. So I don't know how to do brioche very well. So, and I wanted the brioche look. So I'm just making this in a 1x1, rib. It's very pretty. And I'm using this mohair, Rico Essentials Kid mohair, held double with Lion brand Wool Ease. Yep. And it's lovely. It's so lovely together. The Lion brand Wool Ease does have some acrylic in there, but it is a 20% wool, 80% acrylic, and 20% LAINE. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Wait, no. My mistake. That's wool. That's wool in a different language. I'm having a little Dora moment right now. 80% acrylic and 20% wool. There it is. Lion brand Wool Ease. It's not the quick and thick. It's just the regular Wool Ease. It's a worsted weight yarn. And the kid mohair is just a very fine, and I mean very fine. I can pull up a piece. Yeah, it's like lace weight. It's lace weight. But it goes a long way. It doesn't look like nothing on here, but it goes a long way. And I am just winding it up here together on this. You know, on this, or like this, I should say. Yeah, and holding it double. And we're just working on the back piece right now. But it's very fuzzy. Now, the only quandaries I have about it is it's leaving these little guard hairs on my clothing. And I'm thinking, when I wear that, that's going to look like meow, kitty hair or whatever, or doggy hair all over everything, but oh well. For the softness, I'll live with that. I'll live with that because this is so soft and squishy. It's like a cloud. So that's my progress on that. Now I've only got one more. Whew, I'm getting warm already with this cardigan on. I've only got one more thing over here for works in progress. And I want to share this with you. I think I did a YouTube short on this, yes. And I was very thankful because I've been wanting one of these for a long time, for over a year. And Cinnamon Stitches was showing one that was made out of wood, and I liked that. And I thought, you know, I think it's time I treat myself and get myself this handy tool. It's just a yarn ball holder. But I was thankful because I got this at Amazon, and I'm not affiliated with them either. I gotta keep saying that, you know. But I got this for $5. They are sold out now. They may get more in later, but I think these would make a wonderful gift for the holidays. It's just a magnet up here. Just take off. Now this will not hold, it will not hold these Super Saver Jumbos. These are just a little bit too big. So the big balls, big balls, it won't hold. Everything else is wonderful. It will even, you can even take your hand wound ball of yarn like this and slip it in through there. And if you work it a little bit, it'll go through. And it works. It works. I knitted with that. What's on here is just another little work in progress. But here, I love this little tray. Mine has a little tray where I can keep my, stitch markers, my extra sewing needle, and a little pair of scissors that I had in there from earlier. But you just crochet along, and it keeps taking your yarn off. So there's no more yarn falling on the floor. There's no more yarn tangling up, because these balls especially, they collapse on themselves, and then you have a tangled mess. The last 5 or 6 yards of yarn, sometimes 8, 10 yards, is all a tangled mess, and it takes you time, right, Cinnamon? She was mentioning that this morning on her channel, how she had to just spend all this time, and I get that. I understand that, Jennifer. I really do. Yes, but got myself one of those handy little tools. Now, what am I working on? I am working on a little corner to corner. This is not a blanket. This is corner to corner stitch. And what I'm planning on doing is I want to make two rectangles and turn it into a poncho. I saw a lady in the store yesterday in Walmart, and she had on this nice poncho, and it looked like it was a corner-to-corner stitch, and I says to her, "Did you make that? That's really nice." She says, "No, my mother made it." I says, "Well, thank your mother, because she put a lot of time and effort in that, and it's beautiful." And it was. It had variegated shades of different types of grays and browns and cream colors and gray. But this is just a little bit of progress on that. It's not much yet. I just started it, you know, early this morning. And the yarn is here, and it is from Wool Warehouse as well. I don't have the label. I don't have the label offhand, but, and I'm not even sure where I put the label. It's a 3-weight acrylic. Let's see if I have another skein. I'll go get another skein. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I do. I have 2 more of these. Here is the skein, and you can see how it's kind of wound. That's why you need that ball holder, because you can just put that right through the hole there, and it'll hold your yarn. This is Color Rush DK, and this shade was Violet Ice. It's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? It's got purples, turquoise, a little bit of gray in there. It's not a big ball. It's not a big ball. It is 100% premium superior acrylic. And looking for yardage. Here we go, I think. No. It's a 100-gram ball. It's a 100-gram ball. 360 meters. Doesn't tell me yards, which is roughly around 400 yards. So quite a bit of yardage on one of these. I have 3 altogether. That should be enough to make that. Like I said, it's just a little start. I like the color play. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. I also have Color Rush DK in another shade. I just have this one left because I made a cardigan with this, but I wasn't happy with the stitch pattern that I used on it. I'll show it here. This is just a little crocheted slip-on cardigan. It's a raglan. I wasn't too happy with the way it turned out. I don't know. I just didn't like, I'll put it on for you. I just didn't like the way the colors, the striping was in it. I made it 3/4 sleeves, but I think I'm going to frog it back and make another poncho or a granny stitch shawl. I like wearing those, but I don't know. I'll slip it on. It's just a little slip on. I didn't put any buttons or anything on it. I don't know. It's just the way the stripes look, and it didn't quite fit me like I like it to fit. It's a little small. I love the sleeve length. You know, the sleeve length is perfect. I just, I'm just not, I don't know. I like the color of this yarn, but on me, this cardigan, it just doesn't, I don't know. I just wasn't completely happy with the striping the way it was the stitch pattern I used. Knitted up in different stitches, this yarn is beautiful. This over here, beautiful. I love the way it's, but this, and I think this is half double crochet. And I started this very early spring. I think it was back in February, March. Finished it by April, but I haven't even worn it. It's just been sitting in my closet, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna frog this back and make something different with that. So not everything I make is going to be a complete success. But I love this, though. I love this cardigan here. It's already nice and warm. And when winter comes, it's going to be something I'm going to grab quite often to slip on. We had a couple cool evenings, and I already wanted to grab it and just slip it on over my shoulders, and it's easy on, easy off. Ow, caught my hair. Yeah, so, and oh, this is all I had left. This was it. This is the only bit I had left of those 2 big balls of the Red Heart Super Saver. 14 ounce. It's the jumbo 14 ounce. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about today. So this will be another upcoming thing. Oh, I also had a little acquisition to talk to you about. And the reason I went and bought some more big balls, I went to Walmart last night and got some Red Heart Super Saver again. And I got 2 black and 1 white. I am thinking on making another, oh, it got dark in here. I am thinking about making another Dervla sweater. And I had made one previously last year, and I'll put up a photo here. That is the Dervla sweater. And you can find this pattern over at Yarnspirations, I think. No, not Yarnspirations. Universal Yarns, I do believe. I'll put the information. I'll also try to put a link in my description so you can check that out. It's not too expensive of a pattern. You can just download it. And I'm thinking about a black one with the white flowers. I think that would look very contrasting, very nice. I have a few pieces in my wardrobe already that are black and white. I have some black skirts with white flowers, and I have some black t-shirts, so I'm thinking that would look really nice. Another Dervla sweater, so that's going to be casted on later. I want to finish up these here first. I've got another pair of socks going because those socks were so fast to work up that I immediately wanted to do another pair. Now, I'll give you a little tip. When you have yarn that's not a bona fide sock yarn that has the nylon in it, if it's just a superwash merino, that's not going to wear very well in the toes and heels of your sock, as I unfortunately found out. I should have known better, but anyway. If you don't have any regular sock yarn and you just have the lace weight or sock weight merino, you can find, you can get it anywhere, big spools of nylon thread, and just take the nylon thread and hold it double with your sock yarn, and it works great and it wears well. So you don't need the sock yarn if you have other types of yarn. Acrylic works okay, but quite hot for socks. Quite hot as the wool breathes, and you want your feet to breathe. So anyway, I will show you that, try to show you that next podcast because I've got it going with the 2 strands. You didn't see any progress on those socks here because they crocheted up so fast. And I was just busy with YouTube shorts with the crochet along here. So anyway, I'm going to let you go for now because I've rammered on quite a long time. I thank you all for sticking around till the end, though. I really do. Enjoy these last sunny days if you have them. If you're in an area that's affected by the hurricanes, my prayers go out to you. My prayers go out to all the people that were pushed out of their homes or have destruction or just facing really hard times. My prayers are with you, and I hope that you're safe. We're having another hurricane predicted coming up. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you're blessed. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe and happy. And I will see you again on my next podcast. I've been doing quite a few different YouTube shorts, and I'm happy with those, and I will continue to try to make shorts in between. But for my channel, I'm thinking about doing the podcast every other week instead of weekly, and then in between time doing the shorts. So that being said, thank you for sticking around to the end. Please be sure to give this a nice thumbs up. And I thank you all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. And you all take care, and I'll see you again on the next podcast.